Salutations everybody, it is Matty here today, and let's talk about that upcoming E3 showcase from Bethesda. It is so dang close, I can almost taste it. With that said, NoClip recently released a documentary covering the history of Bethesda Game Studios, and what a wonderful viewing it is. It's truly top tier content. I'll have it linked in the description below. Please, 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 if you care about Bethesda at all, especially Bethesda Game Studios, do yourself a favor and check it out. It is a long viewing, but it's well worth your time. Danny O'Dwyer is personally a huge inspiration of mine. He's the reason I launched my own personal Patreon. So yeah, it'd be awesome if you guys checked it out. I know Bethesda's done making of videos in the past about Fallout 3, Skyrim, Oblivion, and so on, but they actually never did one for Fallout 4, which this documentary covers, and I thought it was very interesting to get the developers' opinions on the core mechanics in that game and their feelings on it. What this video is about though, and that we'll be talking about, is what Danny O'Dwyer said at the end of this documentary. Let's have a listen.
Into the studio's lofty plans. So we'll catch up after Bethesda's E3 showcase for an exciting behind-the-scenes deep dive into the new games this studio has been working on. Enjoy the show.
You heard the keyword, folks. This is not speculitis. He said, after the showcase, we're going to catch up on the games Bethesda Game Studios has been working on. There are multiple games. What could they be? Let's get right into that, because this is a very exciting prospect that there may be multiple BGS games at E3. We go long enough without one, let alone we might get two this year. What the hell? There's a chance that when he says games, this could be the mobile tie-in that I imagine will come alongside Fallout 76. The only reason I don't imagine this happening is because Fallout Shelter is so popular and still played so often. So do you release sequels to these types of games? Is there going to be some type of core connection to Fallout 76? And that's why there will be a separate game for that. Almost like a companion app maybe? I can't really imagine it, and this type of stuff is hard to predict, but there's also one thing we do need to consider. If you remember earlier, I talked about how the lead artist at Bethesda Game Studios had told fans to stay tuned in regards to Starfield. Now, I don't think we're getting both these games this year. I'd really shit my pants if that actually happened. But what I think is happening is we might get a teaser trailer for one game and then the full release for another, which is mind-blowing in its own right. Especially because the lead artist at Bethesda Game Studios quickly deleted his comments afterwards because I assumed he said too much, which I totally understand. There's probably a lot of excitement at the office. Everyone's talking about Fallout, and they're all sitting there like they don't know what else we got planned that we're gonna drop at E3. It's just Danny's choice of words. He's doing a making up for Fallout 76 as well, so he's definitely seen a lot of Fallout 76, a lot of what Bethesda Game Studios is working on, and I think that's a huge honor too. I mean, they really opened the door for him and let him see everything. That's a huge amount of trust for a studio that had a big leak issue with Fallout 4. So I'm very impressed, and I do wonder what else is happening under the hood at Bethesda Game Studios. We could go on forever about what it could be. I know some might say an Elder Scrolls 6 teaser trailer. I mean, look, Bethesda said they didn't want to do Fallout Elder Scrolls, and here they are announcing a Fallout game after their previous game was a Fallout title. So maybe what they said about Elder Scrolls 6, who the hell knows? I'm going to believe what they said, that it's going to be a while for that game. But I just wanted to get this information out for you guys, and once again, do check out the documentary. I'll have it linked down below. Great viewing, great job, Danny. A lot of love from me to you. Let me know what you guys think is going on at this year's E3 conference. Fire away in the comments down below. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting that as it fuels all the content we create here. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.